Patel, and I would like to thank you for considering me to be your next sophomore class president. Wooster High School is a great place, and we're all going through the pandemic. However, when I look, I can see room for improvement. How many times has your computer froze in the middle of class? How many ideas do you have that can help the school improve? I can help with that. I will advocate for better computers. We are in high school, and it's ridiculous that during a time where everything relies on laptops and the internet, I have sat in class and been told to log on to a computer, but surprise, Chrome isn't working, my screen froze. But no one deserves to use computers like the ones we have now. I will bring up this issue to the school board until we students are given quality technology. We cannot go another year of using these. By electing me for sophomore class president, I will advocate for the issue of better laptops, and from sitting in a class filled with computers, I can tell that it's an issue that not only students have. By electing me as your next sophomore class president, I will listen to your ideas. Everyone at this school deserves to have a voice, a say in what goes on. There should never be a disconnect between the representatives and the students. As sophomore class president, I will take your proposals, suggestions, and plans into considerations before I even begin to form my own opinion. A president shouldn't be in this for themselves. I will represent the people of this school rather than the perfect student. If you see something that you believe needs to be changed, I will represent you. You deserve to be heard. Student life here at Wooster High School is great, but it can be improved. I, as sophomore class president, will use all my power to help you before anyone else. You deserve to be respected by all your peers, faculty, and other adults at the school and in other places in general. I have many more ideas for the school year of 2021, of course, but I want to hear yours first. As sophomore class president, my number one priority will be you, and no one else. My name is Om Patel, your next sophomore class president, and the one you can rely on and relate to.
I'm Anish Baya, and I'm running for your junior class president.
And I, alongside him, am Cassandra Buchanan, running for vice president.
As a student, you may have doubts about us, but we have a solid reason on why we are the best candidate for your junior council.
In October, we started our biggest project yet. Knowing our students and staff are struggling with the technology on the campus, we decided to replace all the teacher workstations.
The first step is to gauge the severity of our teacher workstations. We issued a survey, and the results were harsh. As many students know, our teachers are using computers well over a decade old, so we set our eyes out on fundraising money to do something about it.
With a lot of effort from the student council and from admin, we decided to write 2 letters, one to the EL Cord Grant, and the second was towards businesses running for foundations.
So Anish and Cass approached me at the beginning of the school year, just out on lunch duty, and asked me what they could do to serve their school. So I mentioned to the team to consider getting teacher workstations, because our teacher workstations are 10 to 12 years old, and we're in desperate need for distant learning for our kids. They weren't sufficient to do what we needed them to do. And Anish and Cass and the Sophomore Student Council ran with that idea, and they wrote a grant, and they won the grant, and they went to local businesses, and they've raised so far over $38,000, and we have purchased 41 computer workstations for our teachers that are currently on order, and we're waiting for them to arrive, and they're still fundraising today. The service to the school that they've done is incredible. They're heroes on campus.
Our fundraising brought the district in a tough spot, which brought more attention to our issue, much needed attention. Right now, we need new computers. This isn't a matter of when anymore. We don't have the time to wait 1 month or 1 year from now. This is a problem we should have solved 6 years ago.
Even now, we won't stop. We're reaching out to our community. We're handing in letters to our local shops and emailing large corporations. We won't stop until we've met our goal.
Raising money for Wooster wasn't easy, but yet through pure determination and passion for Wooster, we did it. And we don't plan to stop here. Next year, with the help of you students and the admin, we plan to work on more future similar projects together. We have talked about our past accomplishments at Wooster. Now let's take a look at the future. COVID-19 has made the past school year very dull and uneventful. But with us elected, we will do our best to boost the energy at Wooster next year.
We had some ideas from the beginning of the year to bring the school back with the incoming freshmen.
After that, working with leadership will bring back amazing dances to Wooster, including homecoming and prom. two for which we missed out this school year. Although we want to bring lots of excitement into Booster next year, we are still facing issues on campus and will work our best to fix them.
But at the end of the day, what's most important is you, as the students. As a student council, we want to work alongside you to give you the voice if you vote assent.
Voting for us means you're on the council just as we are. We aim to have the students' voice as a part of our school as much as possible. Vote Anish Baya
and Cassandra Buchanan
for your student council.
Hi everyone, my name is Reese Weekes and I am one of your candidates for the class president for the class of 2022. Some of you may know me, some of you may have heard of me, and some of you may be thinking, I have no idea who this is, and that's okay. But hopefully by the end of this, you will know me as your next class president. Let's be honest, last year and this year sucked. I mean, who would have expected all of this to happen? A pandemic, sending us home for the end of our sophomore year and the better part of our junior year. I mean, we even saw the last two classes lose part or all of their senior years. Now we, the class of 2022, are just a quarter away from our own senior year. But things are looking up, as more kids are expected to come back to school next year and get back to normal. And hopefully we'll get back all of our events as well. I'm talking senior sunrise, senior sunset, homecoming, spirit weeks, senior trip, and even the anticipated senior prom. So let's make it the biggest year. Let's make it the best year. Let's make it our senior year. And that's what I will be looking to do as your class president. When we all return, we must come together as a class. With me as your class president, I will be looking to get more of the class's voice and opinions on events, since it'll be our big year and I want everyone to be a part of it. I will be actively using forms of social media to get everyone's opinions on what to do at town halls and senior events, through polls on Instagram and even forums on Teams. I also want to get the class working together more on our events, helping out through our final year. I want to get the class more involved with our hall decorations for Spirit Week and even with our giant homecoming floats. After all the events of the last year, we are finally in the wake of our final year of high school. We only get one senior year. Let's do it right, the way it should be. Vote Reese Vikas for senior class president. Thank you.
Hi Colts, my name is Mariana Leon Cabrera and I'll be running as your senior class president. I know our junior year isn't what we expected, and with that being said, I might have not gotten the chance to talk and meet all of you. So a little bit about myself is I've been playing basketball for Worcester since freshman year and I take part of Key Club. If you vote me as your senior class president, I will make sure to make our senior year memorable. One of my duties as a senior class president is to make sure we have activities such as a senior sunset and sunrise, a senior trip, and of course, school dances, which is all part of our senior year experience. I will work to my fullest extent to make sure we have these activities possible for us. My other duty is to work for the student body and help plan out our graduation. Isn't it crazy to think we'll be graduating in a year? But we only got a year and a half of high school experience. With all of this being said, if you vote me as your senior class president, I will make our senior year worthwhile. So please vote me, Mariana Leon, as your senior class president, as I would love to represent our senior class of 2021 to 2022. Thank you so much, Colts, and have a nice day.
Hey guys, I'm Quinton Rounds, and as many of you may already know, I am running for Student Body Vice President. Many of you guys may be wondering, why? Well, I think I would be a good fit to run for Student Body Vice President because I work well with all the students at Worcester, and I feel like I can make everybody's ideas for events at Worcester like homecoming and winter ball heard. And I feel like those events would be epic with everybody's ideas put together. And I feel like I could be a good voice for you guys. So can I count on your guys' vote for Student Body Vice President? If so, thank you. Thank you. And goodbye.
Hello everyone, my name is Victoria Gomez and this year I am running to be your next Student Body Vice President. This past year has been crazy for everyone. We've all gotten used to distance learning, or maybe we haven't. I still haven't, because it's not our normal that we wanted to see. So this upcoming year, I would like to be able to represent you all and support you all through what these changes might come in August, as it be all going back to school or some of us staying in distance learning. Whatever that might be, I would like to be able to create those opportunities and work alongside our student body president and our class presidents, and being able to create that future you all might want when it comes to you understanding what you can do now in order to have that future you'd like for yourself. This past year, I've been able to represent you all as a student trustee on the board of trustees in our district. When it comes to making decisions for our students, I've been able to learn a little bit more about what students might need in order to have that education they want and what needs to be done in order to receive that. This past year, student voice has grown a lot through our district as well. Students in our school have been able to create that voice for our schools, so we want to continue to grow that. And by being a student body vice president at Worcester, I'd like to grow your guys' voice and be able to show you and represent you all, as to show you that you have that voice. As well as this year, I've been able to be in leadership for the past 3 years and been the district representative for Worcester the past 2 years. This has all given me experience to learn a little bit more about you all as a whole in order to create that community that we all need at Worcester when it comes to having those events next year, having the extracurriculars, the clubs, anything that might interest you at schools. We will be able to work together in order to make sure we're all supporting each other. This past year, we haven't been able to meet our freshmen yet that will be upcoming sophomores next year. Last year, we weren't able to meet our sophomores, which got cut off short because of distance learning. And with this, we want to continue to grow the community. So making sure next year we all get to work with each other will be very important. And we all want to be there to support you as your representatives. For this upcoming year, we would like to work with each other and be able to continue to grow as a whole. So I am asking you to vote for me, Victoria Gomez, as your next student body vice president for this upcoming year, 2021-2022. And know that I would love to represent you all always and have many goals for you, and I am open to any comments or questions whenever you'd like. Thank you, have a nice day, and I hope you guys are all staying safe.
Student body president. A little bit myself, I'm a junior. I play soccer. I'm in the IB program. And okay, so what I'm focused on next year? Next year, I'm focused on co-ed tournaments, sports fundraising, and assemblies. Okay, so co-ed tournaments. What I mean by this is, if you're like a sophomore and above, you probably remember co-ed soccer tournaments during lunch. Well, I'm gonna redo that, but also after those, I don't know, but what's it called? I'm gonna do basketball and volleyball. But not only this, teachers will be able to join with the students. Sports fundraising. So I've noticed that most sports don't have they don't have like equipment and like old. It's just old, and yeah. To do this, I'm gonna try to do get messes and car washes. I've also noticed that there are not a lot of people at games, so I'm gonna try to get more people to watch your games and assemblies. So assemblies, when I was a freshman, and I guess sophomores and above would also know this fact. Assemblies were really fun, and this year's freshmen did not get to experience this. So I'm gonna try to get assemblies back and make them as fun as they used to be, or even better. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to vote for me.
Hi Colts, my name is Celeste Garcia Perez and I am running to be your student body president. Now, I do understand that the 2020-2021 school year was crazy and hectic for many, if not all, students, from distance learning, not being able to see your friends, and not having extracurriculars. Now, if you gave me the opportunity, I would love to make your 2021-2022 school year memorable. Now, I also understand that I haven't gotten the opportunity to meet the upcoming sophomores because of distance learning, so I would love to share a few things about myself. I have been in leadership my whole high school career, I am part of the Student Advisory Board, and I am also part of many clubs like Key Club and Spanish Club. Now, if you allowed me to be your student body president, I know I will lead you to success. Now, I do know that probably every person running for this position is going to say that, but I truly believe that I have the resources and experiences to lead your assemblies, graduations, dances, and overall your high school experiences. So please vote for me, Celeste Garcia Perez, to be your student body president. Bye, Colts!
Hello everyone, my name is Will Nibler and I'm running for your student body class president. Before the pandemic hit, the student body voice at Wooster was the best that it's ever been. And I want to continue that into next school year by implementing a school festival where outside businesses, school athletics, and clubs can set up booths which will raise money for Wooster and also give the freshmen a great introduction to the school. I'm a part of the IB program here at Wooster, which means two things. I do a lot of homework and I have no life. As your president, I'll make sure that I'm dedicated to you. I'm also a part of the IB Council, so I can take those ideas that we come up with and implement them into my work. I'm also a part of the committee to ratify and make a constitution, which we've never had at our school before. It'll tell us what a student body president and student officers need to do, as well as how events such as sports, athletics, clubs, and other things will be run. Sports and athletics. I'm a 3-sport athlete playing tennis, basketball, and baseball. I know what athletics need, and I'll help them fight for when they get it. I also can understand what clubs need and will help them through that process as well. Being student body president means sitting on the Student Advisory Council, which decides many major topics about our school. To guarantee as much transparency as possible in this process, I'll make sure that all discussions, votes, and topics are recorded for all students to see, whether online or on campus. I hope I can count on a vote for you to vote me for student body president, and together we can make the 2021-2022 school year a home run. Ah, that's a dinger.